What am I ready for?
Whenever you're ready to give brief, big boy.
Alright, so you all know why you're here. It's because packages could only afford the beta tier package, so instead of going around in Sausalito with a bunch of... I was actually going to say girls, but you're a bunch of furries, so whatever furries do, instead you're fighting furries in Vietnam to Electric Boogaloo. Anyway, what we're doing today is really, really simple. The local Cambodian government has spotted some BM-21s being moved around in this area, which is conveniently marked the search area, because I did my research for you. Anyway, they don't want to risk sending their own people in there, so they're going to send you instead, thinking that, you know, because you're furries yourselves, you might survive. Otherwise, we've landed over at Hill 220. Your job is to go into the AO, destroy 3 BM-21s, and get out before you get yiffed to death. Any questions?
Yeah, any questions, guys?
What does yiff mean?
Don't ask.
Oh, you sweet summer child.
Alright, there's an illegal question. Moving on, any actual good questions?
How high are you?
Yes, you should. Yes, you should.
Alright, what are the expected enemy assets?
Thank you.
Usually wolves. Maybe a few foxes.
Any vehicular or air assets that the enemy has in play, Liru?
But we all know it's mostly foxes.
Maybe. I don't know. Whatever you think suspiciously wealthy furries can afford.
Rocker, that's a you question. You're an expert on suspiciously wealthy furries. What are we facing
I know what
today?
50,000 could be.
You know the T100 Armada or like the P14. Yeah, expect those.
Great.
Oh.
All right. Any other?
Great.
You serious? Okay, we'll expect those now. Anyway, helicopters respawn in like 45 seconds to a minute, so give it a little bit of time. They will eventually respawn. I'm trying a new way to vary the eldritch horror that your server does and respawning infinite helicopters together. I still don't understand how you do that, but we'll figure it out maybe.
Radio.
Lots of human sacrifice.
It just comes.
How do you know you're not that box? Anyway, next question.
Alright, so you know how we're searching the area. What are we searching for?
3 BM-21s. If you hit M, you go to brief, and you go to mission, it actually tells you what you're doing.
Yeah. Wait,
Isn't that crazy?
I've never seen this before.
Oh, you haven't been in my op in a long time then.
Me neither.
Can I ask if there's any IEDs in the area or the AO?
Do you want IEDs to be in the area or AO?
Executive answer, no.
Asking.
Okay, there's none.
Link.
Any sort of anti-aircraft.
Good question.
Well, again, if you check the... I'm just going to read what it says in the mission. Today, we are hunting 3 BM-21s suspected to be in the search area. Air Patrol always seems to take AAA fire. So, yes.
It's almost like the Air National Guard doesn't know how to read.
All right,
It's okay.
You go play with your dolls. I have an actual real question that is very important. Civilian presence. Are any of the villagers going to be fucking around and trading with these individuals?
We don't know, but you don't have to care.
Oh, we don't? Okay.
Nope.
Nice war crimes.
What? You're an independent contractor in a foreign country. I mean, when has that ever stopped any independent contractor?
No. Alrighty. Any other questions from Mr. Liru?
So you're telling us we can kill all the villagers to make way for a pipeline?
Go ahead, Rook.
Sure. What pipeline?
Don't worry about it.
Where's the what?
I got that sorted out. Don't you worry.
Okay, future reference, not an appropriate question during op. Any other questions?
What about swapping out the pylons on the helicopter?
If it lets you, then sure. If it doesn't, then no.
All right, any final questions for Mr. Liru?
Nope,
All right.
I'm sure you'll figure it out.
Are we clear to step off, boss?
Yeah. Have fun.
Tumbleweed, stop running away from me.
Yeah,
Take your guys. Get
Rocker, I know you're excited, buddy, but gotta stop doing that.
So, you know how we said
like man to ground
get
JTAC
in the bird. What do you think I'm going to ask?
What radio?
Get in the bird.
Just 55.
You can walk if you want. You can fly. I don't give a shit.
There's 2 birds, and they don't either of them can
Nah, like, realistically, guys, if it's like a defensive thing, I would think if, like, Vietnam had the access to, like, you know, the ability to do IEDs, I don't think they'd put it in, like, this area. I think IEDs would be put, like, on major MSRs between large bases, and out here, there isn't really that, you know? Like, they've got this big position up here, and then this position, but these are more like air-cabbed in, you know? So maybe a future thing we might see IEDs this campaign, but I'm thinking just for the logic of how I built this map, I don't think you'd see any IEDs out here. You know what I'm saying? That might just be me thinking openly, but it's what I think I got, you know? That would just be how I do it.
Where should we land? Probably not go past the A. That would probably be a bad idea.
I'm actually kind of impressed that they're gonna fly in.
Now copy on 55.
Cause let's see, I put a AAA gun over here. That is terrifying, by the way.
We'll be tuned into it.
And
Get it.
they started the mission earlier than it was done, so let me lower that down to 1800. Oh god, that's gonna be terrifying, man. It's actually gonna be a little terrifying. Furries with that on, but we got this turret, and then I got a few standing dishkas around here. So, you know, we'll see how things go. But I kind of like this low-level lighting here. Yeah, exactly. There's no point in doing it. And even if they are still OP compared to last week, I buffed the shit out of their health to a variable of 5. For reference, it was set to 1 last time, which I don't know why, but it was. So they reset the server box, which also did whatever issue was overriding the files on the server side. So I'm playing with the health settings now, you know? And they still have vanilla or infinite stamina, so we'll see where they decide to go, but okay, they're gonna head out over there. Let's see if this Dishka gets angry. It's okay, I'll get angry for him. But I'll be watching to see if it happens, and, you know.
You're the best you can with what you got.
Oh, those fuckers. They set that to... Oh, you jerks. They set it so the Zeus can hear that. So now I have to rely on the, these guys to engage. I don't know why they're flying right over the AO, but they are. So, well, good thing I gave earplugs to everything. I don't think that's how a ZU-23 is supposed to work. You know, I could be wrong, but pretty sure that's, not it, Chief. I know, the numbness is mostly gone, but when the numbness starts disappearing, I start, well, the purple monkeys come back, you know, and you just gotta deal with that. But anyway, we're gonna send a squad of, wolf people over to go see what they're doing. Because it's, time to play Vietnam 2 Electric Boogaloo, you know what I mean? Please tell me you didn't just... You guys are so funny. I'm in a good mood right now, so I'll go ahead and fix it for you, but... Wow.
Ground command has technically landed in the AO.
Wow. How did you do that one? Alright, well, I hope they yiff ya. Anyway, just for reference, 90, 35, 50, 50 for today, because I want to see if their server fixed themselves. And, you know, I'll give them that first one for free. And we'll just have to see how the rest of everything goes here, you know? By the way, these guys are going to switch to Zen soon, which is Zeus Enhanced, the newest Zeus mod. And then I know TSB is also making that change fairly soon, so. That's good. Why? Whoa. Fucking drag glitch. You know, you could stop flying around. That would be great. The X button isn't stabilizing you for whatever reason. Probably because it's, I know exactly why. Because it's, an Eden editor spawned asset. And he's just flying around, Chief. Are you kidding me? You don't know how to stand up straight. Alright, regardless, let's see how things go. We heard a few gunshots. I gotta see if these guys get insta-tapped or whatnot. Server got reset, so whatever was fucking with it should be gone, but we'll have to see. Napalm sticks to fur. Yeah, something like that. Yes, I have my jaw back, and I don't sound like Eric Cartman anymore. That was fun, though. That was pretty good. So I did just see Whipley get 2-tapped there, so I just saw a few splurges right there too, but I think increasing the medical is a good temporary solution because they won't get dropped immediately. You know, why do I even open my fucking mouth? You know? Yeah, they won't get dropped immediately, right, yeah. Of course that won't happen, guys. Why would it? Yes, Platts. I know you have experience with that because you yourself are a furry. It makes sense.
You using auto armor?
I attempted to.
Looks like it is.
I died
VODS and napalm. Makes sense.
Such a kit. Still not. Nothing. Fuck. There we go. Who goes there? Who's that?
Now I'm thinking here without trying to have my brain go off in a million tangents. So, Insta-Death is on. It was on last time. Unless then the mission file settings were overridden. In which case I'll have to go check my client RPT about that.
Send in goat.
Yeah, bleed out.
No, I mean, it's not the fact that, you know.
This entire team got wiped, by the way.
Send in
What
goat
shot you?
team 6 now.
It's probably more 308 rifles.
Out of my gunner. Oh, wait, is that waffles? No, that's not waffles. Tumbleweed, get out of the gunner seat.
Why?
Because I'm gonna be.
This is a little concerning here.
Okay, sure.
Who's in the other?
Alright, what do I have here that's a smaller caliber that won't immediately annihilate anyone?
Yeah,
you covert?
We're gonna get rid of that.
Need to get in there. Thank you.
We're gonna get rid of that.
Yeah, there was a technical problem. I was following Galaxy, not realizing he was running straight into the enemy, so we had to maneuver around. And
Let's get rid of the foul.
Just trying to get the troops down safe, so everybody got down fine. So your crew's out there somewhere on your.
We can play around with the FAMASs, and that is also a 7.62 rifle. All right.
One helicopter down.
So I can use these two kits.
That they refuse to use for some reason.
Yeah, I was following Galaxy, and I turn on my map, and people are yelling at me. They're flying over AA, and I look at my map, and Galaxy has just led us into the middle of the fucking.
I'm gonna get rid of this AT weapon.
Get us as close to LZ Valley.
The resident Op4 and Echo V2. That's a good way to put it. No, I think... So here's the issue with accuracy in forests.
Thermal, please, you will destroy the bird.
Yeah.
I'm gonna change his helmet too.
Guys,
When you increase the accuracy of weaponry, it's basically a cone from the gun. So if you're fighting enemy forces point blank, then there's no way to really skew that. But what I'm hoping for is, because the previous AO, they were like up here, and they were getting dropped from guys like 200, 300 meters out, like 2-tapped or 3-tapped. So what I need to figure out, like, I might just completely redo the weaponry into really simple, smaller calibers. But, I mean, that was just a 5.56 rifle that insta-tapped that one guy, so... Had to have been a headshot, which means, like, even a headshot like that from that range, and he doesn't have a scope on that FAMAS, because scopes in Arma 3 increase the accuracy coefficient, but that was an iron sight headshot. So even though they reset the server, I want to know what they reset, because I don't know if they reset the server CFG where you can hard code a few settings. I'm trying Insta-Death on today because I want to see if that increases the momentum, but I will definitely lessen what I throw at them, because I buffed a few other things in their medical settings to make things go faster. What happened to the funny voice? The freaking Novocaine wore off, and I can feel my tongue again. Blah, 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 blah. Tongue again. See, it's easy. So, now that I know where the issue is, I'm going to adapt it accordingly.
Waffles? Put it down easy. Waffles, what are you doing?
I'm going to put those down incredibly. We're going to put everything down, actually. Let's see if I can find a different balance.
This all?
Yes, Falcon, I can feel it again. Did I delete the scout kit? Because I might have, because it was a 7.62. So instead I'll go with an SL here. And I'm going to just use less units to kind of startle them.
Alright, ground command's up to combat.
So there's a few other ways I can make this op difficult for what it is. Oh god, I heard his neck crack. Jesus. It's funny how those smoke grenades work.
Copy that. Got that waffle topple. Smoke is the joke, burn it to the ground.
I do have a big glass of water with me, so I will be hydrated. I do have some copies of units in here, though. So we'll see if they use their
It's parked over there, but
vehicle, their air support a little more effectively here, but...
Which is why I was having trouble landing people. So I had to come back to base and turn
Let's see
my
what they do.
brightness up, and thanks to us flying over the AA, I had like a bunch of people in my little bird yelling at me, and I was just trying to get them down. And the LZ that he has picked is garbage. Hindsight's 20/20, but we honestly should have just had them walk like we did the last time we did this.
Jesus, okay.
I mean, us reinserting with the helicopter is giving us something to do, I guess, but even still, like, I don't know.
Yeah, I mean...
I had something really shitty happen, like, right before the op, and I told Rocker that we should test the mission, but him and Rook were distracted and having fun on Mike Force, but I'm beating myself up right now, because I'm pretty sure I should have put my foot down earlier and made people test the mission to make sure the same thing isn't happening, because if people are being one-tapped, they're probably having the same problem as last week, and I knew we should have fucking buckled down and tested this shit, and then a shitty thing happened, and I just didn't make them do it, and now I'm fucking mad because we can't fix this problem. It's beyond the point of too late, so...
Yeah, so I don't know if you reset the server CFG or not, but I think that's where the issue is, because something's hard-coded for accuracy. Your health is incredibly buff, but I'm on insta-death just to still track it, and they're still getting, like, headshotted. So I'm I'm taking away all the higher caliber guns just to make sure, but I'm pretty sure it's that. Next week I'm going to completely redo the kits and give them all super low caliber, because that will make it playable, because that'll avoid insta-death headshots, but... we'll see. I'll probably also switch medical to cardiac arrest because, yeah, we'll figure it out.
I'm fucking sorry, but I should have fucking tested it before.
That's fine.
Oh, damn it.
How could you know?
Yeah.
Oh, well, I mean, you could have tested it, but... oh, dab!
This week, I'm gonna make them test it. Like, I will fucking put it up myself and get on and test it. I don't even care if I spoil part of the op for myself. I just want people to stop being instantly murdered. Because the weird thing is...
yeah, I'm going to say this guy pulled away. That Dishka is just there. Because he would have pulled away afterwards. So what I might do is...
pretty well. Even both Tuesday and Friday. Like, they did fine as far as I am aware on Rocker's op, so I don't know what it is. But it's certainly not the missions. It's something with our server. Our shit. So we reset the server.
Let's see what they do.
And I guess I just didn't fix it. And I don't know why I assumed, or why we assumed it would have just magically fixed it, but fuck. Nope. We don't have a live.
That was a little close. I think I should have done that a little quicker, but they still got the message.
Well, we have Lamb, but that's kind of an AI mod, I guess, but that's not really, as far as I'm aware, going to affect accuracy, I don't think. It might, but I don't know.
All right. Half tempted to get the 134 out, but not yet. Not yet. We're going to do minor harassment here and there. Gotta make sure I put the earplugs in. I saw that skyline. How suspenseful with the music, you know? Oh no, that's actually their spawn. So I'm gonna, yeah, no, they speak Polish, because I thought Polish furries would be pretty funny. Yeah, I'm gonna immediately pull him back. And let's rush, like, a bunch of,
Someone fucking shot me. Alright, Lion. Our goal, you know, it's kind of like the, I guess, apocalypse now. Okay, we're just fire rampantly. But our best goal with these things is to keep Waffles from exploding. So, Waffles, whenever we run into your fire,
do an open field charge.
true, but we got these things. Where is the fire mission at? Do they add?
Just to the southwest.
We'll work from there. Right now, I'm just trying to find ways to make firefights as advantageous to the players as possible, because of how the settings are still scuffed. But yeah, people standing out in the open like that
Enemy fire.
are gonna get hit. So yeah, with accuracy turned all the way down like that, I am seeing a good dispersion here. Now we're seeing some good adjustment here, so I can still adjust things accordingly. It's just a bit tough.
Oh, okay. I guess.
You know, you gotta work with what you got in the hand you're dealt, so. Make it all come in large waves. Whew. Chippa, thanks for the Twitch Prime sub, my man. I hope you keep enjoying the operations, and I hope you get a kick out of this scenario.
Let's get him a warm welcome, shall we?
Gonna send in a second wave.
This is fine.
Those guys didn't want to push up the hill. These guys appear to all be falling back. So I'm going to fold the units to come down. And then delete them. And then they should be able to advance. Someone else got picked off up here because they were in the open. People having problems viewing the stream? I hope not. We have no dropped frames, and the bit rate's been going over 55K to 650.
How are you? Hello?
Oh shit. Am I pressing the wrong button? Can you hear me?
I can hear you now.
Alright. I was working the shit out of you, trying to get you alive, but dude, you fucking...
I died immediately.
Are you serious?
I died
Oh my god. I thought... Dude, I did too. I honestly thought that I almost had you back up, but I guess I'm retarded.
Okay, so that's good, because a spray like that at point blank should have killed Iz. So...
Yeah, I just saw the dark dots moving in like the dark ground.
I'm figuring out some ways to locally fix it.
And I gunned down most of them, but then I think, I don't know, I just got wrecked by the last few. Or something else entirely, I'm not sure.
Alright, so slowly fixing the issue. That's good. I know, right? The players are the British furries, and they're fighting Polish furries. It all works out.
Sometimes you need that space. I'll be honest, I am this pilot.
What the fuck? What? Who said that? You guys heard that? What is happening? Oh, it's the guys on the ground.
They're moving up, digging a trench up here. I need to be also deleting the trenches that they move past.
Alright, I'm gonna switch over to you. I'll try flying it if I get too much, and you can have mine pick it up.
Yep.
Let me see.
I was on the left side, or right. I was on the right side, well, not the left.
So 5 and 5 seems to counterbalance it, but it doesn't when they're within about 20 meters of the target, which is going to suck because it's a Vietnam-style map where a lot of close warfare takes place, you know?
That truck right there.
So hopefully they'll adapt by focusing more on air support and weaving through hostile fire. Yes, I'm coming to TMTM tonight. I just have to make sure I have the mod set downloaded, but we'll see. I'm not gonna lie, I think I snapped out of my high after seeing them having issues. God. Oh well. Yeah, now I just have a minor headache. Send a small counter attack up here. Yeah, so they're not getting instantly headshot. They're getting tapped though, but that's the high-end medical working. What is that pilot doing? Yeah, these guys are going to instantly freak out about that helicopter, though. They're also marked as AT, but they're not actually AT, so... This is making a mockery of my profession, yeah, right? Doing something weird, that's for sure. Bots, I have no idea what you're talking about. If it's a new file, though, that sounds dope. Now you're starting to see them fire at this helicopter, though. For Saturday, is it a new mission file or what? Oh, XPT, no, you're talking about TMTM files, okay. Uh-oh. Hope he's not a pilot. No, he's up there. Okay. Tumble just ate it to the face.
I know what Insta-Death is on, but why is it on? I wasn't aware that today was the day that we wanted to suffer again. Okay.
This is Red RTO. Ground command is dead.
I will address Insta-Death at the end of this because I'm just going to tell him to blame me for it. But at the same time, for those of you, Say me in chat if you were here last week to see the Paw Patrol op, and tell me, after you've said me, which op do you think has better momentum so far? This op or last week's op? And you be the judge for yourself. Which op has the better player momentum here?
That's technically how it works. He's not wrong.
Send in Go Team 6 now.
Yeah, if you saw the VOD, I mean, that'll count. You tell me, if you saw the last Paw Patrol op, or you're comparing it to this stream, which one do you think is going better in terms of player momentum? I want to hear your 2 cents. Because I know the answer, but I want to hear what you say.
Now.
Last week has better momentum? Are you serious, Yash? Okay, why? Why? I want to hear an explanation. Willow Tree, thanks for the gift subs, by the way. If you got a sub from Willow Tree, make sure you thank him. Otherwise, I hope you all keep enjoying the operations, and I hope you're getting a kick out of this scenario. Because I would argue the opposite.
Send in Goat Team 6 now.
I don't know what's happening with Rocker's connection there. Yeah, so, yeah, let me define momentum. Momentum is the players quickly going through everything, you know, having good speed, getting through their objectives. Bad momentum is when they're constantly stopping when they're going up and doing things. You know, like 5 or 6 of them are unconscious and they get pinned down having to bandage all of them.
Send in Goat Team 6 now.
That's what I'm trying to point out here is we do have Insta-Death on, and their momentum is a lot better. They're pushing through the operation without any major issues here. Actually doing really well with this ambush. Really surprised. Oh, the Dishka doesn't have proper defilade to fire here. All right, let me just fire over their heads then. Yeah, no, it's less lethal because I buffed their health to 5, but they can still get one tapped on the headshot. That's the counterbalance. They're not set to hold fire. Wait, why are they set to... What the fuck? What? You're aggroed. What the fuck did Lambs do to my AI?
Hi, Rocker. How you doing?
Yo, Crash. It's going to
Oh, no.
Wait, so why are those there and why are these set to that?
I'd give all the nerds. I killed so many people as a medic. You'd be so proud.
Let's just override all of it.
Death dealer, you would not believe.
I'm gonna stop caring. They're set to combat. But you're set to Karos. Okay. I'll have to look into that later.
Volker, no, I'm fine. They only shot you. Okay. I just want some blood. Just
Oh dear, that was the 23.
Yeah, okay, that's fair. I missed him.
I usually just say I'm getting them out.
Yep.
Hey, can I get a reinsert because my game crashed out?
Yep.
Heck, you get special credit.
Yeah.
Oh, balls.
So, Liru, how's your day? How you doing?
Momentum's really good, despite the insta-death. Accuracy wasn't fixed, but I'm counterbalancing it better than last time.
I'm not gonna lie, fighting these guys is extremely difficult because of the instant death. It is so possible, and there's nothing we can do.
I'd argue the opposite compared to last week based off of what I'm seeing, but...
It's funny, the second I finished saying that, my calming radio command told me, hey, don't die. That's my positive reinforcement.
Amazing.
But sincerely, I hope your family's doing well and everything.
Yeah, likewise, man.
Well.
I think they have survival crashes on for that to be a thing. So let's see, second BM21's here, third BM21's in there. I'm just being very cautious on the amount of AI I have down at once. Simply because of settings right now.
Yeah, I'm kind of just waiting at base, so I'll just let you know when I'm inserting.
Well, they did just get the chopper fucked by a 20, like the only 23 in the AO, so we'll see what they do.
God damn.
Yeah. They played chicken and lost.
God damn. Who's
I should literally, I'll put that up for TMTM. How about that?
Damn.
That would be funny. All right, so they just sniped the second
funny,
one.
As you're saying this, I hear my, I can hear my confirming of my scoring. I do want to ask, because I wasn't able to attend, how was the World War II?
Oh, it went really well. There were some desync issues, but we worked past them.
Was there any issues with medical / ACE?
Nope.
Advanced medical?
No medical issues. Just
I had troubles with my other group. Okay, I'll bring this one. You give me life. Hi, COVID. Welcome to Purgatory. Hey, Corey, you've been avenged. The man who shot you has been...
Since they're just standing, I'm just going to have it reset with respawn.
Because I'm on the radio frequency. And I've worked them myself.
I would spawn in an RPG guy and do it manually, but right now I'm trying to micro the AO, watching for the accuracy issue.
Question. Can a medic wear a AT launcher?
See how they're kind of like disintegrating here? We got 2 going here, 1 going there, 4 staying back here with the 5th, and then 2 running in, and these guys remaining.
I love it.
Hey, look, it worked.
Send in Goat Team 6.
There's the chopper. It's just pilots are still in the AO, so... Huh. Thanks, Ju2K. I appreciate it, man. Thank you for the 5-month resub. I hope you keep enjoying the operations. I hope you get a nice kick out of this scenario.
Hey, I'll let you know I'm drunk, so you might be better.
I knew he sounded a little sloshed, but hey, man, that's part of the fun.
Send in Goat Team
Oh, God,
6.
another 10 subs from Willow Tree. He's been giving a lot, man. If you got a sub from him, make sure you thank him. Otherwise, I hope you all keep enjoying the operations, and I hope you get a nice kick out of this scenario.
Team 6.
Did Pierce get hit? Looks like he got hit and knocked out. Volker got taken out on his own.
Hey, I'll be a D. I'll see you in a sec.
Send in Goat Team 6.
Once he's on a full season done, I'm a voice acted and pull it on YouTube. Hey, it's another great way to get some good revenue going, you know?
Send in Goat Team 6.
Any pilots on 50? Okay. JTAC, you...
Send in Goat Team 6. Send in Goat Team 6 now.
Yeah, Barb, I'll show up as well. Not sure what I'll do about it, though.
Goat Team 6
I'm just trying to figure out what the deal is here. Because normally they're a lot more tactical.
Send in Goat Team 6.
So I'm just trying to figure out why things are a little more knackered, you know?
Hi, dead, I'm dead.
Send in Goat Team 6.
Like, are the pilots literally going to run back? Hey, righto, Willow Tree. It's good. Here's what I will say too. It's difficult because there's two different unit leaders that want to take the unit two different directions. So one wants it to be more like semi-serious, like, you know, not mil-sim, but, you know, with some realistic stuff. And then the other one wants to keep it super casual. And right now it looks like a casual day compared to last week, where it was definitely a lot more of a semi-serious day despite those funny comms on the net. So you can't Zeus for one or the other. Like, you have to build it based off of what you're told, because they're literally opposite ideas.
Ground to high.
This is high, sun message.
Player named Waffle seems to be healed but isn't getting back up. They're telling me to tell you.
A player named Waffle?
Yes, Waffle.
So what's wrong with him?
They say that they've completely healed him, but he wants to get back up.
He's right next to you.
But I have a yellow bar on me constantly. Hang on. This is...
What? I'm confused. I'm very confused. So it just feels like today's one of those off days, you know? Like, we'll see them in TSB occasionally, where people, like, are just in a really weird mindset, and they're just kind of running, because, like, these three guys, it looks like they're running without, talking with this other group, you know? And then we've got this group over here, like, everyone's just kind of running around doing their own thing. You know what I mean?
Alright, perfect.
So I don't really know. I have been hydrating, don't you worry. I don't know what the issue is. Yeah, so the Dishka spray is good. Like, the accuracy, I think I figured out how to counterbalance it.
I want you for myself. How about that? Are you sure about that? Hold on. Can we get a fact check on that? Yeah, what the car
It's
said.
weird.
I don't want any
you know?
users.
Barb, are you drunk? No, you're already getting drunk. You told me. Never mind. And they just danced around that machine gunner and they were fine. So now they're all regrouping here. Just a weird balance issue here. What the heck happened to these guys?
We do live in a society.
You know what I might do? I might just say screw it and script out the missions. And then just as a Zeus, like, sit back and watch and just, like, drink a beer or two. Just be here for, like, debug reasons. Let the mission play out on itself.
You get fly this time, man?
Yeah, so that sucked. No, because there is a bunch of AA outside the restaurant.
Whipley just got dicked on by that thing.
It's in the ruins.
Alright, so Waffles, I'm gonna fly ahead of you, little bird. So if I get shot down, you can turn around. If I don't get shot down, then you can land safety out of that zone.
There's some tells that it's very casual tonight. So, for example, one of them, how do I put this? Major tells that you can tell you're playing in a casual community or working with a casual community compared to a semi-serious or even milsim community. One, people, as soon as someone goes down, they start medicing them instead of looking for the target that shot the person. Milsim communities usually teach people to engage and eliminate the contact first and then go to medical. Casual communities are vice versa. Tell 2. People start running off in their own little groups without communicating with each other. Milsim groups tend to have people try to stick together. Casual groups, not so much. Because when you run off on your own, you open up your flank, and you will get shot to shit. Now, don't get me wrong. If they want to steamroll the AO, I'll fucking set it to steamroll, and I just won't give a shit, but... It's up to Air to kind of keep the flow of reinserts moving, and they weren't. They just let the,
I'm gonna head out in front of you.
They just kind of let that helicopter go down, then they walked back, you know? So I'm going to take out that Dishka.
If I get shot down,
because I'm able to tell that players aren't having a good time here because they're not used to insta-death, but the insta-death is actually what's keeping their momentum going forward. Now, I'm going to point that out in debrief, but...
Never mind.
We'll see how it goes. Yeah, so Iz is up here by himself. He just got shot to death. Because you just had people kind of trickle up, and I don't really know if there's any communication going on. We're not nuking them. That's the banned word. So basically, I'm going to have to Zeus this the way I would Zeus for, like, House Aiden on Tuesdays. Now, they're not coordinating with Air because Air is literally hovering right over where there's bad guys. Like, actually hovering. And having RPGs fired at him. Unironically. I don't know. It's... Based off of like what I've seen, the feel I'm getting here is that people aren't communicating. They're going to use the insta-death as an excuse to on that instead of seeing the actual issue here. Because let me put it this way, if I didn't have insta-death on, everyone that's died would instead be an unconscious body. So the fact we're down to this many people, regardless of insta-death being on or off, it would be that either way, because for everyone that's not here, for everyone that died, they would just be unconscious right now, sitting around doing nothing. So based off of that assertion, and what's happened, and the lack of air, just they decide to walk back because they're not properly scouting out this AO. Like, I don't know what to really do for them here. So, I'm going to reel it back. The campaign they really liked, that they did really well, and was the first campaign I did for them, the Serrani campaign. But in that campaign, they had structure as like a semi-serious group. So they've gotten a lot more casual since that campaign, and the only topic I can think of to do for that, like a casual group that wants to play PMC, would probably be Middle East, where they dick on stuff. Which I will admit, I don't enjoy Zeusing, but the money is always right. So I'm going to switch up the campaign. I'm going to change all of the custom enemy kits to be incredibly low powerful, low caliber rifles. And we'll just watch them dick on stuff because for like an hour, hour and a half max. Because they've just become a lot more casual than what I'm used to Zeusing for them. Because here's the deal. If you have a dedicated air reinsert system, especially since you're only like a click and a half away from the base, like he's flying all the way up here. Like, why? You know what I mean? They have GPSs. They have technology. If you have a quick reinsert system, then you will literally get people faster in the fight than having insta-death turned off. But I think people are just so used to their system. This is what I have it set to. This is what's kicking their ass. That's what kind of bugs me the most about this. Yeah, oh, what's that would be having an aneurysm on this by now. Like, the only thing that is preventing them from pushing at this point, the only reason they stagnated is because they got wiped, but because 3 people ran off in one direction, 3 people were following, and 4 people were following the second group of 3. There's not really any comms going on. It's completely fallen apart.
How you're doing.
You know?
Your new place is going well.
And it's unfortunate to see that. General skill doesn't affect accuracy. General skill only affects how the AI pathfind. If I had general skill set to 10%, these guys would already be running away from this helicopter flying around. The important skills that deal with how the enemies use their guns is weapon handling and accuracy. That's it. But Trooper, thanks for the 29-month resub. I hope you keep enjoying everything. I hope you get a kick out of this scenario. Well, so they still have something hard-coded in the server. I suspect it's in the server CFG, which, unless you know how to wipe a server, because when you some people, when I ask them, how did you wipe the server, they say, yeah, I deleted everything in the server box. The server CFG is sometimes separate, like in a separate window, depending on what server you're using. If you actually control a second computer, then the server CFG will be a file in the server itself. But some hosting sites separate the CFG from everything else because they don't want some, you know, their 14-year-old clients to accidentally delete everything and completely break it. So I think it's just I think it's something they borked in their CFG somewhere with accuracy, because you can hard code accuracy in CFGs. But even if that wasn't an issue, I honestly think it's their tactics more than anything that's been wonky, you know? And I don't really know how else to push with that, because when you have, how do I put it? It's really hard to Zeus for a player base where they all playing like they're on a King of the Hill server. It's the best way to put it, where people are just going to run off and kind of do their own thing. Because even if I were to make an op like that, I basically turn them all into individual murderous Terminators. I mean, I'm on 50. Usually that's the net where assets communicate with each other. And I'm not hearing anything. You know? So, ground to air is on a separate net, 5-5, but it's like, where's the communication between elements? There has been none. Because it would be done on 5-0, so I don't hear it. So everyone's literally been just running around with their head cut off, and again, they're going to use the insta-death as an excuse to say, well, that's why, even though it has literally done nothing to their momentum except when they nearly got wiped. They just destroyed the third BMP3, operations done. And they can RTB, and I'm gonna chew them out in debrief. I rarely chew communities out, but I'm gonna bring it up and say, hey, like, I can make unkillable Terminator. I can make run around, play King of the Hill, but you're not gonna enjoy it because the two people that run off ahead and kill everything are gonna do exactly that, you know? But whatever. We'll see what they decide to do. I don't care at this point. The dental pain is getting real, yeah, right? Anyway, TM will be at the top of the hour.
Hey, you know, like, how's that coffee break? How you doing, Liru?
I'm disappointed in you guys, but that's okay.
Oh, dude, it's striving. I always want to. You know what I mean?
Hold up.
Like,
let me ask you: are people trying to actually coordinate on the ground tonight?
Well, I've been around once every 2 weeks, so I'll go ahead and tell you.
Okay.
We are calling in a lot of shit. Some of the shit we can't deal with.
Okay.
And then we get kind of hurt. But some of the shit we can deal with, but we just want the manpower to deal with it.
Okay. That's entirely fair.
Think about that.
Yeah, no, I get it. Anyway, Lucifer, let me deal with your question.
What do you think about DayZ, you know what I mean?
Huh?
What do you think about DayZ, you know what I mean?
I don't play DayZ a lot.
Yo, dude, you ain't missing out on much. I'll tell you, it was a cash grab and a half on standalone. But the mod, oh my goodness, we have experience. I will love you.
He is so drunk. I mean, I was on the beta test team for Origins back in the day, but Jesus Christ. Lucifer. TSB right now, in all honesty.
What's the name that you prefer to be called besides Liru?
Liru's fine.
Besides Liru. No, like, that is not an option at this point.
What?
I'm just asking. Do you have a name besides Liru that is like nothing?
Send in Go Team 6 now.
As Liru. Any
Not
other
really. I mean, I just go by Liru right now.
It's funny. I'll he be called by Wee Woo, and I'm like, who the hell?
Yeah, some people do call me that too. I don't care as long as I know who they're trying to call. I'll respond to it.
Send in Go Team 6.
No, it just threw me off so hard. I did not see that.
What should you have to drink, buddy?
Send in Go Team 6.
Not too much. I had breakfast not so long ago.
You had breakfast?
Yes, I'm
Australian?
nighttime worker.
Ah, okay.
Breakfast is when the hell I wake up.
Gotcha. Anyway, Lucifer, I would say, so TSB right now, no problem. We have less players than usual because we had a schism recently, and it took away a lot of the drama, but also took away a good chunk of the players. So the ops are a little smaller scale right now, but we have a lot more exotic concepts these days. But, yeah, up to you. But yeah, I mean, it's a good weekend game, I would say, just to turn your brain off and do stuff. But thanks for the 32-month resub at Tier 2. Hope you keep enjoying the operations. Sorry that took so long to get back to you, and I hope you get a kick out of this scenario. And Willow Tree gave 10 more subs out. If you got a sub from Willow Tree, make sure you thank him. But I hope you keep enjoying the operations, and I hope you get a nice kick out of this scenario. Why is the server desyncing?
Hey, who's
We
in here?
did it. We killed the BM1-1.
And another 10 subs. He keeps going and going and going.
Yeah, no, I remember we're coming in with just flying, and it was like, we're probably going to fucking die because you couldn't see the ground.
Damn.
Yeah, it was like, all I remember is we got to a gunfight, I'm like, fuck this, I'm running away so I don't die in case we need medic. And fucking everybody was dead.
I fucking insta-died. It was so annoying. Like, I was
One of
thrown
them
behind a
stayed
tree.
behind Wi-Fi.
Why?
Because technically you've got squad leading to
See, and this is actually kind of cool right here. Poor dude's trying to hold out. Rook was on a corner. He got tapped. Patches just got tapped in the face. Rook woke back up. Oh, Gargan got hit. Co-pilot's getting out. And the chopper's now waving off.
Hey, 14 people give him a monkey, please. This man needs some help. Alright, I did notice no one literally gave you an morphine, so I'm gonna give you it. Please, God, don't tell me. Don't you? I already did it. Please, God. Alright, hey, do whatever you want. All the drugs. Yes, hell yeah.
Oh, hey, the packs were unlimited.
Don't team kill. Don't team kill.
All right. Serious time.
Whew. Gagarin, you're not doing that.
All right.
That was
I'm gonna have first dibs to speak. I'll relog and we can talk.
Connected.
Hello.
Okay. So here's the deal.
Oh, was that it?
I know some people were annoyed with the insta-death, but I want to point something out. Your momentum, compared to last time, was a lot better until everyone literally ran off in every single direction before you found the final BM21, and got shot, at which points I questioned your coordination. Now, if you want to keep playing like that, I can switch the campaign, and we can make something that's more akin to the Hill style. Patches, you're speaking, but your mic isn't coming through.
Alright, I'm just gonna
There it is.
server mute myself.
But
is it making noises? Because I just have myself muted, so.
No, you're okay, you're fine. I can make that for you if you want, but I need someone to communicate that to me if that's what you want to switch to. Because when we started this like months ago, you guys were more of a semi-serious group that did pretty well on the coordination side. And I can make a medical, I can make everything to reflect that. But if you're going to change your scope on how you do things, you got to let me know because I'm not going to change the balance. So I would normally say let your leadership handle it, but I want you to DM me directly at this point because I need to take pool of who wants to play what. Otherwise, hope you had fun. Again, sorry for the insta-death, but that op happened a lot quicker and a lot more effectively, in my opinion. So I'll make sure it's not a thing if that's what you guys want to blame, even though I think it was a lack of comms from what I was able to witness. But I just do what you tell me to. Anyway, that's all I got. Go ahead.
Honestly, my only like downside was the lag I got. My FPS was not great that entire time, and I do not know why.
Is Tumble still here?
Yeah, Tumble managed to relog right towards the end there.
All right, so let's go tumble, and then we'll go through purple team.
All right, I'm gonna
Well,
boot TM's
Tumble
new mod set.
logged in. Thought that someone was sorting JSAC. I'm not sure. JSAC joined.
ATAC was good the whole time. Don't worry about that.
Started taking off. Someone asked for an LZ. There wasn't an LZ, so I placed one. People complained about the LZ for a while. We landed. Pushed forward a lot. I saw a bunch of
Uncon
people
was on.
running
It was just
off time. I'm
Instadef
not
was
really
on
sure
for
what that was all
headshots.
about. I tried to give some simple orders. I lagged so much that I really couldn't tell what was going on, but I tried to let the teams do what they're meant to do. Had often elaborate on those orders. I wasn't a big fan of. And then I had to relog because frames were so dog shit. So that did not help the communication issues, but I'm not really sure what happened that off. I'm not gonna lie. There's a lot of things that I kept saying orders, and I kept making questions, and I didn't get a response. There was one time when I didn't have video set because I respawned, and I had to constantly reset the radio every time I died, which was annoying. But otherwise, yeah, just pushed forward and did job when they finally realized that they weren't going to get orders from me constantly, so that was good. Otherwise, yeah, that's all I got.
Alrighty, go ahead, Mr. JTAC Rocker. Start going down that chain.
I mean, my basic thing was, again, I also had performance issues because I don't know if it's a mix of just the lag or like my computer not being able to handle shit anymore. So I might just like cut streaming on these days so I can actually like be there to do stuff. But I had a few crashes and some other stuff, so communication was a bit spotty. I feel like getting an actual call from like one squad to another to other people was a bit weird because some people weren't on certain radio channels, or some people took a long time to respond to things, which made things messy. It was a bit hard to contact some people and get like a gauge of what the hell's going on in the situation. People running
Hey Barb,
off.
if you're still there,
I
can you
don't
shoot
really
me a
feel
mod
like
set or
Insta-Death was
plats
a
too?
major part of that.
Either or.
Honestly, I feel like it's because a lot of people kind of just ran off, didn't say anything, got themselves fucked, and then we had to play, is that a Bushman or is that a downed teammate? So that wasn't great. I think we can get a lot better at recon and things like.
All right, I'm also going to wrap it up here because I'm going to go prep my mod set for TMTM in 45 minutes. Thank you so much for watching. Go operate operationally. Probably going to just completely scrap this and move on to the next thing with PAW and just see where they go. And otherwise, cheers. Have a good one. Shrug.